So previously, a while ago, because reasons which do not need to be thought of more than they need to. The pair of our daring adventurers, in theory, in execution, more two people trying to scratch a living in a shitty desert town, where everything's very slowly going both strange and to shit in that order. Things were starting to fall apart as various disappearances around Kalipe were starting to raise attention and to draw these two characters into the midst of them. Eirnin, having come back from a calming and pleasant time with Busey, her girlfriend, was informed that the police were not only running around Kalipe, asking around for trying to crack down on the local drug trade, but also looking for Eirnin in particular regarding the somewhat accidental, I put accidental in air quotes, explosion of a car battery around a bunch of STEM kids that she was supposedly supposed to be looking after. Disincorporating at that time and floating around Kalipe, she noticed that there was something odd coming from one of the rooms in the Desert Spice restaurant, and upon getting closer, discovered a strange but scabbing over rift in space and time. Taking a moment to fully contemplate the ramifications of her actions, she threw a chair through it and was sucked into another realm of existence. Elsewhere, Vic, our heroin addict who sees dead people and makes incredibly poor life choices, one not necessarily informing the other, woke up after picking up and delivering a package for Petty, one of the main drug dealers in Kalipe, to discover that the body he had robbed last time had somehow found itself tethered to the stolen items and was now rather a testy with Vic for stealing his boots and also, desecrating his corpse. In the midst of a unpleasant warning from one of the major sheriff's deputies, Vic was possessed by this spirit and was shortly abducted by the rednecks looking for him. It turned out later that the kid who Vic had slugged on his way out of a drug dealer's trailer had gone missing very shortly afterwards, and the blame had naturally fallen on the scraggly smackhead who had been tearing through the place just beforehand. A fight nearly broke out due to Vic's admittedly reasonable protestations of his innocence, until he was also thrown through a similar void, and both of you have ended up in a pocket dimension, so to speak, a version of Kalipe in 1944, which appears to not exist in any reality you have ever experienced. Somewhere beyond the limits of space and time, beyond the normal rules of physics. And all you know is that you are here now, and you are absolutely fucked.
Alright.
Are we in the same place?
So you were basically popped out pretty much in roughly the same area on a dusty road leading into Kalipe proper, kind of coming down from the peaks, where the old
Where I went through, but I guess I didn't. So we're at the dusty road. Cool.
Okay. Alright.
So we're next to each other.
Yeah. I think you did react. I think you react. It's a while back, but yeah. Basically, you have both bamfed into existence here, pretty much exactly the same time.
I'm pretty sure we ended it as soon as we went through the portal and saw each other.
That's fair enough then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you find yourself under a not quite natural feeling sun. Definitely not the same kind of feeling of energy you get when you're out in the real world, but still this oppressive sense of heat and light, almost like standing under just a massive halogen bulb. And next to you is a man in... Did Vic put the cowboy boots back on, or did he just throw them away and is now running around in his socks?
I think I kept the boots on.
Oh, fair enough.
I offered to take the boots off. I'm not sure.
No, that's fair enough. In which case, yeah, there is a scraggly-looking 34-year-old man in a leather jacket and a set of cowboy boots, who most likely smells absolutely awful.
Yeah.
And he's also covered in a fair amount of blood and bruises.
Wouldn't be the
In fact, that's something, just before we kick off proper, Games Master, I just want you to have the minor condition battered and bruised.
Yeah.
So I'll just pop this under here.
Alright.
Oh, it's about to get a lot worse.
So essentially, if you make a roll and being beaten up would be a negative ramification on that, then I'll compel it and you'll take -1 on that roll.
Alright.
At the end of this scene, or at the end of a reasonable period of time, that can go away by itself.
Okay.
Groovy. So, how are you reacting to this?
Well...
So, okay. Who's got priority here? Or does it not?
up to you guys.
Anyone has priority. If you feel like you would act just instinctively and do something stupid,
My
feel
character
free.
feels like he's in a coma. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
So he's kind of just standing there waiting it out.
Like,
I'm-
is this like a coma, or am I
I look
having
over
a
and I go,
dream?
"What the fuck, you again?"
Who the fuck are you?
I don't. I guess you wouldn't recognize me.
You're right, I don't.
You're that junkie, aren't you?
Well,
Ye-
that kind of
yesterday-
hurts, but yeah.
Yesterday, you saw you in like a weird dream thing where I saw an explosion and somebody like you who looked just like you was there. Anyway, what the fuck is going on?
Fuck if I know. I just woke up here. Yeah. Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah, it is. It's really fucking weird. I don't know how I got here. I don't know who the fuck you are. I'm supposed to
Oh.
be in some dark room getting beaten up by a bunch of fat, inbred rednecks, but...
I mean, whatever floats your boat, darling, but I don't think that's happening right now.
Well, clearly not. Am I in a coma? Are you a figment of my imagination? Are you like a...
I mean, I hope I'm not a figment of your imagination.
Is this a fever dream? Is this like me in my last moments of death before moving on to the
If you
afterlife?
don't shut up, there might be your last moments. Like,
Fuck, okay. Alright.
just like, give me a minute. Like, last thing I remember, oh fucking hell. I threw a chair through a portal, which probably wasn't very smart, now I think about it. And then the portal
What?
blew up, and now I'm here.
A portal?
Yeah.
A portal.
I mean, we're in some mirror world nightmare place. I'm pretty sure a portal isn't the weirdest thing that's happened to you today.
No, that would be demonic possession. But
What?
oh, that's right. You don't know me. Well, that you don't need to know much more than that. Or
I feel like I do.
I
You
shouldn't
can't
say
just tell me
demonic
you're
possession.
possessed.
I should say ghastly possession, ghost possession. I got possessed by a ghost, but I can get possessed by demons, and I can get possessed by anyone who's dead, really.
As you're having this conversation, there is just the gradual build, kind of puttering of an engine starting to come towards you up the road. And
Fuck.
coming up from the distance, kind of a haze of dust, is just a battered old pickup truck, like almost burnished red from a lack of paint and rust, rattling towards you. You kind of, it's coming at a reasonable lick, but as it kind of gets within maybe 100 yards of you, it starts slowing down.
What does this look like? Like,
It looks like a pickup truck.
but like, does it look like modern or old or?
It looks it looks beat to shit, but it also looks old. It looks like a vintage model at the very least.
Interesting.
In fact,
I look over to Vic. I look over to Vic and go, "Are we gonna hide or are we gonna talk to this person?"
I'd say, fuck it. We might as well figure out where the hell we were, unless this is. Fuck it. Let's just see what happens. At this rate, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
so you're just gonna stand there in the road.
You can hide if you want. That's fine. If you want me to be the bullet
I'll
shield.
stay here. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, if you do look around yourself, you realise you are standing out in a flat expanse of rocky desert scrub. There is
No,
absolutely nowhere to hide, apart from possibly behind Vic.
Oh, well. That would probably...
Shall we just flag them down, though, I think is the real question. Because...
I mean, by the time
they're
this
probably...
conversation
Well,
has got to this point.
they're coming closer to
this
us.
Is,
They
this
can
is, this,
see us.
this is not getting anywhere. Yeah,
The truck has just kind of rolled about 20 yards away from you and just kind of gone into neutral. And yeah, there's kind of a... as the window is rolled down, and then a kind of older looking man with like wispy hair just kind of sticks his head out the side window and goes, "Howdy!"
Oh, dear God.
Hi.
Oh, no. Who you?
Howdy!
Howdy.
Nice to meet you.
Howdy.
What the fuck are you doing here? I mean, what are you doing here? I mean, sorry, I've had a bit of a rough morning. Nice to
What
meet
my
you.
friend is trying to say is, it's lovely to meet you. We're just, we're a little bit lost, and we're wondering, if you know there's a good place to get back to, good way to get back to town, you know?
Oh, town! Kalipe is the greatest town in Utah. It is a beautiful little place. We've got latest engineering folks down there.
Oh.
It is just the greatest little town in the desert.
That's...
Oh, I know. I used to live there.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Well, you know, I'm an out-of-town stranger myself. You mind if I hop in with you and you show us
Y'all
the
want to ride
sights?
into town?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. Should we
Yeah.
just hop in the back of the pickup truck?
Oh, sure. Let me just get myself turned around. And the guy starts just kind of pulling a very belabored 3-point turn. And as he kind of swings around, you do see in kind of dusty, chipped paint, Moses Auto is written on one of the side panels.
Oh no.
Ooh.
This guy... Erning, do you want to just give me a roll with... Let's go with plus real.
Okay, give me a moment. My reel is... Oh, that's -1. Let's go. Oh, that's a 4.
You're pretty sure, like, Moses Sway had a granddad?
Mm-hmm.
You could have sworn he was dead? But maybe he just moved out of town. Or something. You can't remember. Maybe they sent him to a retirement home. That's probably it. It's probably just sent to a retirement home. Maybe he's come to pick some stuff up.
Well, okay. What is he wearing?
From what you can kind of see as he leans out, it's just kind of wearing rugged denim overalls, kind of a dirty white t-shirt.
'Cause I'm wearing very modern clothing, so this is going to be interesting. That's out of character, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't reacted to that in the slightest.
Okay, so I just hop in the... I guess I just clamber in the back of the pickup truck.
Yeah, there's plenty of space in the back. There's a greasy toolbox. There's a couple of lengths of chain, but there's enough space for you to kind of sit down if you don't mind getting yourself a touch oily and
Oh, that's
greasy.
fine.
You can always kind of rub Vic on wherever you want to sit to kind of degrease it slightly.
Oh no, it's
Well.
okay. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't transfer onto me anyway. So I just plonk myself in the back of the pickup truck. You getting in, Vic?
Yeah, sure. I'll get in. Yeah. Like
Wait. How do I know Vic's name? I don't. Oh, that's my bad.
Just call him Dick.
Rewind. You getting in, dickhead?
Sure, Mom.
What's your name,
Why
by
not?
the way?
It's Vic.
Eirnin. I guess we're stuck in this situation together.
Yeah, we are.
And
I just think to myself, Christ, I'm fine.
I feel like I should check my pockets to see if I got any good stuff right now.
yeah, I'd say give me a roll. Give me plus real.
All right, plus real. I get a 6 and a 2.
So 7, 8, 9, 10. So you don't have to worry about giving me each individual dice. You can just add them together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you look on your character sheet, you see the thing that says Fury, Fake, Strange, and Real.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so,
So
you add the 2 dice plus whatever you've been asked to add to
All right,
it. So,
sounds good. Yeah, I got a 10.
Yeah, so with a partial, I'm going to say you can be dry, or you can have you can have something that's not a depressant, something you picked up from the dealer bags that you sequestered away for a later date.
Is there any chance I can let you choose this?
Yeah, if you're happy to actually have something kind of a bit unusual and random, then fine.
Fuck yeah, do it.
Yeah, you kind of rummage around in your coat, and after a moment, you find a dried button of peyote.
Okay.
I see that come out, and I'm just like, no.
Look, man,
No.
I just
No.
found it in the
No.
jacket. All right,
I don't care. You are not smoking peyote.
I
when
don't-
we're in-
I'm not
we're
in the
the
mood to
nightmare mirror
smoke it.
dimension.
I'm not in the mood to smoke it. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Just
If anything,
not in
I'm
the
looking
middle of
for-
I'm not dealing with you on a bloody psychedelic trip in the middle of a
I'm
mirror
not-
dimension nightmare zone.
I'm not
like-
looking for any sort of psychedelics right now. I'm trying to see if I got some heroin. That's a huge difference, buddy.
Oh, it's Kalipe. I'm sure we can get you some, darling. Let's just keep going,
No,
okay?
okay.
No peyote.
I'm not planning on using the peyote. No worries.
Okay.
Although it's nice to have a backup in case.
No. No. No.
Oh.
It'll all be fine, I swear. And yeah, as this conversation is happening, the truck is happily rattling back down the road, just bouncing off every conceivable pothole it can find. And as it starts to kind of draw into Kalipe proper, and you start to get further and further in, there's a strange feeling, a kind of awareness that comes over you. When you were out on the road, out in the desert, everything looked kind of hazy, unfocused. You kind of put it down to maybe the heat shimmer. But as you get into the town, everything starts looking sharper, more real. And I'd like you both to give me a roll with plus strange.
All right. Plus strange.
Oh,
Let's see.
that would be a
I
critical
have-
success, darling.
Oh,
Ooh,
boy.
is that
I
a-
have
is that
a
14.
2.
So,
I have a
How'd you-
2.
so you rolled snake eyes with a -1.
I rolled a 2 and a 1, and then I did a -1 strange, so that means I have a
Oh,
2.
cool. Okay, so yeah, yeah, Vic, you are just sitting in the back of the truck and contemplating, is there some way I can reprocess peyote to kind of give me kind of an opiate high?
Yeah,
And you're just kind of going back through your head trying to work out if there was anything that could actually achieve that kind of effect. Eirnin, you look around and it kind of hits you right in the face like a wet flannel. Everything around you isn't real, or at least it's physically there, but on like an atomic scale, nothing makes sense.
Yeah, was that the weird feeling I was getting when I came through.
Yeah, essentially, you see everything looks through your eyes, through your ears, and your nose, like sensorially, absolutely like normal. A dusty 1944 reinterpretation of Kalipe, with people walking around in shirt sleeves and slightly quaint old folksy storefronts, and people nodding to each other as they walk down the street. But your senses are more attuned to the actual fundamental building blocks of everything around you. And the people aren't made of carbon. The dust doesn't move properly. Everything is like a facsimile, animated, not propelling itself.
Is it similar to me?
It's almost antithetical to you.
So it's not made of light then, or energy?
No, it frankly feels impossible. For all that you, like, for someone who has not studied advanced thermodynamics but has essentially lived a very high theory course, this is going against the grain to everything you've actually experienced.
So I'm going to take a moment to assess this and realise that I can't stay here long. Because if I can't get any kind of fuel source, this is going to end poorly. Fuck you for coming up with a place that actually puts me in danger. You're a little shit.
It's fine. It's
No,
fine.
Do I tell Vic that even if he gets heroin here, that it won't be real? Is that a good idea? No, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and just panic.
Ooh, actually,
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
you know,
and
that
lose my
idea
shit.
actually brings about some interesting... So, if I may ask, without breaking the storyline, what happens if I get possessed in the mirror world.
Ooh, that might be fun to find out.
Yeah, well, that's a thought.
Just a thought. Or do
So-
I get possessed in a mirror world?
We're driving through town. I ask. Hey, you work at Moses Auto, right?
Work? Girl, I own it. Moses Sr. Pleased to meet you.
Oh! Yes, nice to meet you too. God, sorry I didn't remember you. We could. I know my way around from there, so if we can just stop there, that would be amazing. Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah. You kids in here for the race? For the speed trials, whatever they're calling it?
No, I heard it was happening, so I'm coming back to town to, check it out. It's always nice when the hometown gets some kind of a special thing going on, isn't it?
Oh boy, that Mr. Nobel, that Larkspur car of his, oh my, it is a beautiful work of art. You should go and see it. The man's just taken up a couple of plots, just a couple of yards down the street from where I'm going to be parking up. You should go and have a look. Kids like you, he's always on the hunt for kids like you. He appreciates some new fresh sets of eyes.
That'd be really interesting, thank you.
And just as you're pootling along, and as you're kind of acclimatizing to this somewhat saccharine, if somewhat sunburnt, a proxy of Kalipe, you do just hear, in a somewhat muffled way, "Goddamn motherfucking shit-ass piece of shit fucking fuck-ass car!" And as the truck kind of prangs by, you can see a straggly set of legs in jeans stuck out from underneath a rather old-looking Chevy.
Ooh!
People
exciting.
seem to be just walking by, totally not even noticing it.
Ooh, what the fuck?
I'd actually say, since you got critical success, Eirnin, as you go by, the legs, that voice, that feels real.
Oh, can I concentrate on that?
You can focus.
I can take another roll and focus on it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to take another look at it, give me another strange.
No whammies. Oh, that's a 13.
Oh, God, nice. Yes. Oh, by the way, Games Master, you should have got a point of experience because you got a total of 2 on your last roll.
Ooh.
So you're at 3 XP. Right. So Eirnin, you focus more, and you realize that once you start focusing on this figure in particular, everything ambient about a normal human being almost puts everything else into utterly stark relief. Like, he smells of sweat and grease, and he smells like a greasy teenager in a desert place with no antiperspirant. And no one else around him smells. They don't exude any kind of odor. And you can tell that this kid is getting angry and just clattering around at the underside of this car frame.
Cool. How far away from Moses Auto will we be?
He's still taking down the street, and as you kind of start to reacquaint yourself and you kind of see the Desert Spice restaurant passing by on your right, you realise you're maybe only about 50 yards further down the street, and then a right turn and you'd be at Moses Auto.
Okay.
So, this version of Kalipe is significantly smaller than the version that you're familiar with.
Yeah. I look over to Vic and I say, this place is very odd. Do you notice anything different here?
Yeah.
I mean, apart from the fact that it's the wrong decade.
I can certainly tell there's a difference. Everything doesn't smell like dog shit.
That is true.
There's no...
It doesn't really smell of anything here, does it?
There's no rednecks trying to look at me weird. There's no...
You might like it more here.
Maybe, but I don't know. Nothing. It don't feel right. I'm not even getting my usual shakes. At least not yet.
Yeah. This is not right. There was a guy back there.
Right.
I don't know. Take it on a woman's intuition. I think we should talk to him after we've pulled up at Moses's.
Sure. At this rate, I'll just follow your lead.
And yeah, there's if you guys kind of stay on the back of the truck, there's just a couple more moments of gentle puttering down the street before Moses slows and just kind of turns around to the back of his seat and goes, y'all better hop out here. I gotta back this thing in, and you ain't gonna get out of the garage otherwise.
Okay, I might get. Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, you want to go and see the boss?
Sure. That's fine with me. We can go inside. We'll just hop out here and make our way into the garage, and we'll see you in a moment. Yeah.
Oh no, not me, girl. No, Mr. Noble. He kind of points down the way, and you can see there's like a big marquee of like blue canvas tents, kind of set up in the distance. And there's kind of a hustle and bustle of uniformed people all over there. He goes, yeah, guy's most important guy in town these days. Brings in more money, more people, more interest. Great guy.
Yeah, we can go and talk to him.
Yeah, you guys need anything, you just holler, okay?
Thank you so much for the lift. It means so much.
Yeah.
Alright, you take care now.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
And yeah, he'll rattle off.
I don't know
This
who
is
the fuck he
fucked.
is, but something ain't right.
Is there? So we're on the high street now, right? Roughly,
Mm-hmm.
Main Street. Do we see a clothing store?
There's a few places. I would say it's not quite the time of general stores. There are actual proper shops. So yeah, there's a couple of clothing places. There's definitely like a gentleman's tailor shop. There's a dress store. They're very chintzy.
I look in my pocket and realise, yeah, they're not going to accept modern money, are they?
Well, I mean...
I look over. How much does Vic blend in with the locals with his cowboy boots on and his cowboy hat?
I mean, I keep imagining him as the postal dude,
What do you think?
but far less functional.
I see.
Also,
you
plus
think?
he's like, I think he's got a giant beard and shit, so...
I know, but
fair enough,
I'm trying to figure out like.
I have a feeling like Vic looks like like the dropout member of ZZ Top.
Okay, so it wouldn't be like he's very obviously wearing wrong stuff.
I mean, you both pretty much stick out like a sore thumb. Vic for looking like a delinquent, Vic for looking like a reprobate, and Eirnin for walking around in quite modern, unusual-looking clothes. But again, people are walking by you, and they're not really even turning to look at you.
Is there a bathroom in the garage that I can see from where we're standing?
Yeah, you can head over to the garage and have a look.
Okay. Vic, I'm gonna go get changed.
Yeah, I'll just watch around the locals and
Yeah,
try to
maybe
process
you should
where
come
the
wait
fuck
outside
we're
the
at.
bathroom. I don't want to lose you.
I'll be here. It's gonna be
Okay,
kind of hard to
Eirnin
move a
goes.
junkie.
I go inside the bathroom and get change my appearance to be more appropriate to the era.
Well, you go over to the garage, and you can see where Moses has kind of parked his truck. And as you get closer, you realise Moses is just sitting in the cab with the engine going. And as you get closer and closer to the garage and start to see things in more detail, you notice that the tools on the bench, the grease stains on the floor, they're all flat planes. They're not following normal geometry. At a distance, they look right. Like from the main road where you were looking over to begin with, they looked fairly reasonable and real. But now you're standing in the garage, the whole thing looks off, and the door, which does have WC marks on it, is just a flat texture on the wall.
Can I touch it? See if there's anything weird feeling about it? Like, what kind of material does it feel like?
It feels like matter, but non-specific matter. It's physically there, but
Is it glass-like?
it's vaguely coarse, like if you'd split a log and rubbed it somewhat smooth, but not completely. There's kind of a fine grain to it.
Weird. Is
And yeah, behind you, Mosesino is just sitting in the cab of the truck, staring ahead, engine idling.
I sort of wave at him and see if he reacts.
He just blanks you.
Huh.
What the fuck?
Well, after staring at all the locals for a good couple minutes and noticing that things are still wrong, the question is, where are we gonna go? How do we get out?
I want to leave.
Yeah, I want to leave too.
Maybe this place is probably. Did you right? It wasn't just me hallucinating. You did have that experience where we were disappeared, and then we were in the black void, and there was like a view of a car crash. That happened to you too, right?
I definitely saw a car crash.
I was there. You might not have saw me though.
I saw something, but I don't know what I saw per se. Maybe it's a premonition of sorts.
Possibly.
Maybe
something's not right. We need to. I walk outside and say, "Look, look. This place is fucked. Let's go and check out the guy that I saw back there, who looked a bit weird to me."
Sure, we'll follow up on that. Why not? Let's do it.
Better place to start than any. It's the only thing that's. I'm under arrest. The only thing that seems to be real around here.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You guys just gonna head back up the street?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you start walking up the street over to the car that you heard the noise coming from. As you start walking along, you do just catch that people are now starting to turn and just not stare, but just glance at you as you walk up the street.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing comes of it.
Something in my brain clicks. If he's real, in my head, like, if he's real, yeah, okay, so I duck into an alley and I politely ask Vic to give a lady some space.
One does not peek on a lady as she metamorphosizes.
Yeah. So I change into, like, a summer dress looking thing.
That's cool.
With a 40s updo.
Yeah, give me an architect of self roll with plus strange.
Okay, I was just reading how architect of self works. There's a 10.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, you can turn into exactly the form you want to take. You've got a +1 you can add to any of your stats until you shift to something else.
Okay, I'm gonna add one to. I'm gonna wait.
So you've already got 1 on fake. So you have to take that away. So it doesn't stack. So it's basically a +1 you can put on whatever.
I'm gonna leave it on fake because I feel like it's gonna be important right now.
That's fair enough.
So I come out and I go, and I sort of fake brush myself off, like, well, that wasn't too bad. I'm assuming Vic is not questioning this, but he may.
At this rate, anything goes.
Okay. I'd lie and say, the girl's always prepared. Vomiting inside after saying that.
Gross.
Right.
Anyway, so we now start heading up towards our man. Is that alright with you, Vic?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. It's simple enough to make it the rest of the way. You're not too far from the car at all. And as you get closer, yeah, the cursing and caterwauling and metallic clanging is very much audible again as this teenager is just shouting, screaming, thwacking at something. His legs are occasionally cracking against the front bumper, eliciting even further cursing and swearing and clattering of metal.
Okay. I walk up to the front of the car and sort of crouch down and go, "You doing okay down there?"
Goddamn piece of... Oh, what? Hey.
Hey, we could hear you shouting from up the street. I was wondering if you were okay.
No, I'm not fucking up. Give me a moment. And he just awkwardly scooches his way back out from underneath the car. And yeah, you see a fairly scrawny-looking teenager, just like dirty jeans, dirty tank top. And as he kind of pulls himself out, he reaches back underneath the car and pulls out an aluminium baseball bat. And Vic, you recognise this little fuck. He's the one you punched in the face earlier.
Oh no.
He doesn't notice you for a second, but just kind of puts on quite an easy smile with Eirnin and goes, "Hey, name's Eddie, and yeah, I was just trying to jack a ride out of this fucking place." As you can see, it clangs the baseball bat to get across the top of the car, and there's a very hollow bong. Ain't no fucking engine.
Okay, why do you want to leave?
He just kind of throws his arms open at the expanse of everything around him and goes, "Cause I ain't fucking from here."
Oh.
Okay, what do you mean not from here? I'm
He
kind
kind
of trying to like fake my confusion here.
He kind of just turns around and kind of spots Vic, and his face, his expression just turns from idly attempting to flirt to "you motherfucker," which are also the words which come out of his mouth next, as he just doesn't like level the baseball bat at you in a way which means he's going to swing, but just kind of drops it onto one shoulder and glares at Vic.
Do I notice this?
Fucker.
Okay.
Oh, he is
Yeah.
openly just glares at Vic and goes, "You fucker! What the fuck did you do to me?"
What the fuck did I do to you? What the fuck did you do to me? We got kidnapped by inbred rednecks because you fucked up the escape plan.
What fucking escape plan?
You started.
were not-
I was literally trying to fucking hit the deck, run, scram, skedaddle, fuck off, and you were trying to possess my body and shit.
You were robbing my fucking friend's trailer. What the fuck do you think I was supposed to do?
Well,
This isn't the ghost.
you know, maybe we could, maybe we wouldn't have ended up here if you didn't try to fuck with me a little bit. You know, I could have cooperated. We could have cooperated.
What is going on here?
Okay.
He just kind of points the baseball bat at Vic and goes, "This asshole broke into my friend Rob's trailer, stole a bunch of shit, clean fucking clocked me, and by the time I wake up, I'm stuck here, laying out in the middle of the fucking road and got hit by a fucking truck."
Oh, that's you. Okay, I got that mixed up with the other guy who tried to possess. Oh, you're that one asshole. Yeah, I did punch you in the face. Yeah, and you deserved it. No, you did. My morality's kind of fucked. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Look,
I
just
just fucking say.
Okay, so I guess any attempt at hiding this is now gone. We don't know what's going on either. I don't know Vic very well. In fact, I met him for the first time about 20 minutes ago, after falling through a portal and ending up here. So I'd very much like to leave as well.
Yes, I would very much like to leave, and in fact, I think leaving this area would be beneficial to all of us. You get back to your redneck family. I won't get attacked and accused of murdering you. It'll be great. I love it.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, but I don't fucking know how to get the hell out of here. Those other fucking kids don't know how to get out of here. They went over and talked with fucking Willy Wonka in his race car over there.
Other kids?
Redhead and a foreign chick.
Names?
I
kids?
don't give a fuck.
No, I was asking DM. I can't remember the names of the characters who were...
Oh, no, that's fair enough. Warren and Malia were the two STEM kids who disappeared.
Is that
Warren was the
Warren
redhead.
Is that Warren and Malia?
Yeah, Eddie just shrugs. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Bunch of fucking nerds.
You're lovely.
Hey, look, you alright. You, he just points down the street and goes, "Y'all go down there. You go and talk to that fucking Nobel weirdo. You look at the shit he's trying to do, and you tell me that it's a safe fucking bet to be over there with him. I'm the smart one. I'm the one trying to get the fuck out of here."
And question, how do you think a car is going to help you get out of a bloody mirror dimension?
What?
Well, we're clearly not in Kalipe.
He looks around, looks up at like one of the storefronts, which just says like Kalipe General Supplies, and just points at it with a dumbfounded look on his face.
Sorry, do you remember Kalipe looking like this a lot before you woke up?
No. I haven't seen pictures of it like this in like one of the history books.
So, how do you think driving away from this nightmare zone is going to help?
I don't know. I'm just trying to do the one thing I think it might fucking unfuck the situation.
Maybe
No.
cooperating would probably be the best bet. I'm going to go and find the other kids. You stay here and try not to get yourself hurt. Also, I am not leaving you with Vic. There's clearly some bad blood there.
Yeah, a little bit. But may I add a suggestion?
Yes.
We came through the portal. We saw an explosion. They were talking about a race. Maybe we have to go there. Maybe something has to be done. Because clearly we're not getting the fuck out of here.
Did any of us pass a history check to know about what happened?
Back when you had the first experience with this, you were aware that there was a speed trial which happened here in the 40s, and a oil baron called Adrian Nobel built a one-of-a-kind prototype vehicle which was due to beat the land speed record. It was really only known for two things. One was its world-changing new propulsion system, and the other was the fact that it exploded the minute he turned it on.
Maybe.
You also recall that when you actually saw the still moment of the explosion, there was this sense that the driver was being pulled somewhere, that the car hadn't exploded by itself, but the force of the car going somewhere had made it explode.
I'm gonna go and check out this car. I carry on. I put my. I turn on my heels and start to walk away, but being very cautious of this young gentleman, because I think that given any chance he would beat the shit out of Vic. Which I wouldn't blame him for.
Yeah.
I said, "Come on, Vic."
Yeah. Coming.
And he just kind of watches you go for a second and goes, "Hey! What, am I supposed to just stand here?"
Well, you're welcome to come with us.
Well, I ain't gonna let a
I ain't gonna
upstanding
punch
lady like
you in the
yourself
face
get
again.
into any trouble.
If you want
I just give him a death glare.
He is too stupid to notice. This is pre-epic teenager stupidity
I know.
here.
I just meant like, oh no. So we're walking up the street now towards the tent.
Yeah, you're making your way downtown, going fast. Well, not going fast. You're going kind of a walking pace. And if you're just gonna head down the street down to where the marquees are, we can just do that. Actually, y'all feel like doing anything else?
Sure.
No, that's fine. We can keep going. Just keeping an eye out for any other human-y looking things that aren't.
Like those two kids and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, that's fair enough. There's still the occasional just kind of non-person facsimile wandering around. As you're all kind of heading down there, you do start to both get a sense that the people are just kind of walking up and down the street. No one's actually going into any stores. They're looking through windows occasionally, and sometimes they'll stand there and mouth at each other, but they're not really saying anything.
Huh.
This is like a video game.
And after about 10 minutes of just walking down the street, you get, fairly close. You get close enough to the marquee to start hearing the activity. And whereas the rest of the town did feel completely devoid of most sense, smell in particular, as you get close to the marquee, you smell grease, you smell sweat, you smell like the kind of sizzling ozone effect of like arc welders. Everything feels much more clear and defined here. Things start feeling actually real.
I'm not sure if I should be happy about that.
And you can see that amongst all the kind of marquees, there are several like massive blue machine cabinets full of tools, and there are people walking around in pretty identical, just blue kind of cloth jumpsuits with Nobel in gold lettering on the back.
Is this? I turn to what's this character's name? Or have we not found out yet?
The kid with the baseball bat.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Eddie. I think he.
He did.
I think he might have said himself.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So is this where they went, Eddie?
Yeah, that's where they went. Fucking
Okay.
weirdo Nobel came out here. He was like, "Hey, you kids, need a fresh set of eyes, need some fresh minds to look at this thing." And I was like, "Well, fuck that shit, you goddamn light-fingered fuck." And I got the hell out of here.
That sounds.
Y'all want to play the hero?
Predatory as shit.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay. I mosey my way in through the tent. Do I see our lovely STEM kids?
Yeah, if you, I'm assuming you're going, Vic, as well.
Oh yeah.
You guys head over, and there's a kind of a main marquee entrance, and the whole Nobel Oil Land Speed Trials is like a big logo header over the top of the main tent. And as you push your way in, it's almost like you're stepping into a completely different place. There's light coming from the top of the marquee, but no discernible light source. Just like an ambient white light is bathing the whole area. And pride of place in the centre, partially disassembled but still recognisable, is the larkspur. This slick, long, blue tube almost, with a point that is almost needle-like at one end, and great rugged fins at the other, with just a small slick bubble of glass at the top for some kind of pilot to slide himself into. Bustling around are several more of the people in the blue Nobel jumpsuits. All of them just kind of quietly going around doing their business, not actually exchanging a look or exchanging a word as they hand tools to one another. The only real noise in the entire room, apart from the clattering of tools, is over by a illuminated drawing board. You see Warren and Amalia, who are sitting on stools drinking what looks like sodas. And then standing at the actual drawing board itself is a tall man, maybe in his mid to late 30s, slicked back black hair. He's kind of got that desert tan around his neck and around the tops of his ears, in kind of rolled up shirt sleeves and slightly ratty looking just suit trousers. And he's just kind of talking in a kind of a mild, hushed tone with Warren and Amalia when he hears you when he kind of detects your entering, and just stands up, looks over his shoulder, and he's a relatively attractive man, but it's the kind of look you get from just being able to afford to treat yourself well. His face is a little too pinched, his eyes quite narrow and slightly deep set. When he smiles, it doesn't entirely reach the four corners of his mouth, more like he's just baring his front teeth. Ah, hey, new visitors. I didn't expect any. And you brought Eddie.
I look over at Malia and why am I so bad with character names? A useless player.
Warren and Amalia.
Warren. And I look them in the eye and I go, "Hey Warren, hey Malia, how are you doing?"
Give me a roll with plus real.
Oh, that's a 4.
Well, mark XP. Yeah, they both look very blank-faced. You're not sure if it's just that they're repressing emotion, or if they just can't express it.
Okay. Do they seem to recognise me at all, or?
They definitely look at you. There's a kind of a moment of, at least, if not acknowledgement, if not recognition, then at least acknowledgement that you're there. But they don't really say or do anything.
That's not the reaction I was expecting.
Adrian is just kind of turning around, leaning back against the drawing board. Kind of fixes you both with another slightly toothy smile, and says, "So, I don't think we've been properly introduced. Name's Adrian Nobel. Just call me Adrian.
Hi, Adrian. Nice to meet you. I'm Eirnin. And this is Vic, right?
Nice to meet you, Adrian.
Yeah, Eirnin. Interesting name. And Vic.
Yeah.
Now, don't recall inviting y'all here. You all stumble in somehow?
Yeah, I'm an out-of-town guest. I don't know what's going on in town. I'm kind of new.
Well, it starts off that way. People get confused and such, but after a couple of days, you'll start to fit right in around here. Yeah, I just need these kids for a little bit longer. We're going to be talking through some designs, talking through some new ideas, so we can go to tonight's test run and see how things go.
Wait. Designs and test runs? Kids?
Well, sure. I mean, back in the 40s, the best technological minds were all tied up in the war effort, or they were sold out to Ford or whatever. I had a hard time finding people who actually could even begin to understand the kind of stuff I was trying to pull, and turns out that she provides. He kind of opens his arms and looks up. And now I can
She?
look all round. Oh, I suppose I haven't introduced yourself. Welcome to my world, my love, my girl.
Oh, nice.
Who is he pointing towards?
He's just kind of indicating everything around him.
Oh, so you own this place? Oh.
Oh, I don't own anything. No. This is all her. She made this for me.
She made it for you.
Oh yeah. She's just a peach.
Who is she? What is this world? What's going on? What's going down here? Because things, I don't mean to be rude and disrespectful, but things seem a little,
All right. He kind of heads over to the car and he kind of pulls open a panel, and lifts it up, and he kind of just gestures for you to come over and look. You see, it all started when I was thinking about speed, motion, how to get from A to B, and the things that limit that, the things that keep a man rooted. And are you guys heading any closer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys start heading closer. I need you both to give me strange rolls again.
Alright, strange roll, let's see. I have.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, I have a 1.
I have a 5.
I have a
Okay,
1.
yeah, you both, both of you mark XP.
Alright.
Vic, I'm going to get rid of your battered and bruised condition, because you've had enough time to kind of get over that. I'm going to just give you the condition. In fact, I'm going to give you both the condition. Contemplate the null.
Ooh.
Is that where do I put this?
So down at the bottom of just below your moves, under minor condition, I'll put it here.
Okay.
As Adrian points at, well, he basically starts talking and gestures to the machine, and it hurts to look at. It's impossible. Every time you look at it, something has changed. Valves pass through each other. Tubes just loop in on themselves in impossible ways. It actually hurts your head to try and take even the slightest part of it in.
What the
fucking.
And yeah,
Oh,
it takes you a moment before you can actually pull yourselves away, and it even leaves like a ringing, stinging sensation in your head.
This is the first time I've felt something since I got here, and I'm not exactly a big fan. What the fuck? What are you trying to show us here?
Well, that's the null. It's it's the space between spaces. It's the emptiness that is between the there and here.
We're stuck in a parallel fucking null dimension. That's what you're telling us.
I mean, parallel implies similarity. The null is just nothing. But,
We're stuck in nothing.
well, clearly not. He gestures around himself. Nothing eventually becomes something. Ain't that how the universe came to be? There was a whole lot of nothing, and then, boop, suddenly there was something.
You're... Okay. Wait. Alright. Are you saying we're at the beginning of time or some shit? Now you got me all fucking confused. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm a junkie.
Right,
I'm not a scientist.
Oh dear, poor boy. Let's get you a Coke. He heads off to a cooler and comes back with a Coca-Cola, which definitely maybe contains cocaine.
Ooh, well, never mind. I wouldn't mind some Coke.
In
right
the
now.
1950s? Oh no.
This might be his own homebrew.
Oh,
I don't
no.
mind I don't mind some good Coke. We might just become best pals after all.
Just frost the tip of the glass with it. No, I don't know. But yeah, he hands you. He kind of comes back with a couple of Cokes, hands one over to Vic, kind of offers one to Eirnin.
I politely decline.
I'll take it all.
Suit yourself. So I suppose I'm phrasing this in ways that may be a little difficult for y'all to understand. How about I go with this? You know when a boy meets a girl, or a girl meets a boy, or I think these days girl meets girl, boy meets boy,
Yeah.
person meets person. It's open in the air. I suppose I was poring over books into the small hours of the morning, week on week, month on month, year on year, chasing down theories, trying to figure out new, better ways to propel myself, try and find ways to move from space to space. And then I found an idea that there was a space between everything, where there would be no air friction, no drag, no need for worry about heat or even time, that you could slip through it like slipping between the gaps between your fingers. And so I looked, and that journey took me some strange places. And as I looked, I got closer and closer, and then one day, I heard her call. I'd looked long enough, and she found me.
Right.
She being the null.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
so-
I call her she. The null is more of a technical term.
so
But in thinking about her, in pursuing and trying to give it shape, I kind of did give it some kind of shape. And I built the engine around that. I built the engine not around the normal principles of thermodynamics and engine economy and all that shit. I moved into a new field where the numbers don't have to add up. And when I finally set off that day, I crossed over. It hurt like hell, but she caught me. She made this place for me, and now we're working on a way to get back home.
right, so do
And
you,
that's why I need kids like this. This is why I need to look around the world and find people who know more than most.
do you not
but,
need to eat, drink?
If I feel like it, could have a club sandwich, nice cold Coke.
Are you
I'm a simple
lonely?
man. I don't want for much.
I mean, it doesn't really feel like a homely place.
So, let me just... You know we're not from here, right?
Yeah.
Why are we here?
That's a very good question.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, I didn't exactly try and pull you folks through. Now, Warren and Malia, great kids, bright as anything. I am so glad they came to Kalipe so I can talk to them. That Eddie fella, no offense to your kid, but you're not the kind of caliber I was really looking for.
Clearly.
Now, as for y'all two, I'm gonna be honest. Did y'all just start poking around some places where there was some? He kind of wiggles his fingers. Wibbly shit.
Well, at one point, I was in a desert, and there was random, bizarre stuff going on, and then last thing I remember was getting brutally beaten and tortured up by fat rednecks. Very angry rednecks.
Yeah, I may have just walked through it. I may have just, like, made a portal bigger and went through it by mistake.
There's a moment as Adrian just kind of looks at Eirnin, as if someone had just told a nuclear physicist that they were keeping warm by slamming some bits of uranium together to keep warm. Y'all made a hole bigger.
I didn't make a hole bigger.
Not intentionally.
How the heck did you get to make a hole bigger?
I threw a chair through it.
Well, that would do it.
What? No, that shouldn't do it.
Well, there was
His face kind of closes off for a moment as he kind of stares down at the ground. Oh, that ain't right at all.
I was looking for, Malia and Warren over there, and in their bedroom was some, as you called it, wibbly shit.
Oh yeah, that's where I made the hole. That's where I got him from.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into the whole kidnapping children thing. I'm sure we'll come back around to that. And
I mean, once the kids have got this, done, we'll go back. I'll bring them all back.
How many children are here?
I mean, most of them ain't kids no more.
Oh. Ah.
Okay.
Y'all met Moses, right? On the way into town?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the first.
Oh.
He didn't seem quite right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Staying here for too long, especially when you come from the outside like that, kind of brushes against the brain like sandpaper. Kind of wears away at your memories, emotions. First couple of days, you start to notice that you're not noticing things, and maybe a week after that, you stop even noticing that. I mean, I do what I can. I try and keep him safe and running in little circles.
If you know it does that, why do you pull people through?
Because I can get them back. I can pull them back where they were.
Well, clearly I'm not even supposed to be here, but I've heard worse. So, well, I guess. What do you need? What do you need?
I'm pretty sure kidnapping children and into a place that will eventually wipe their memories and destroy their very sense of self on the personal idea that you might be able to get them back is pretty bad.
I mean, yeah, it is pretty bad, but he gave me coke, so I'm cool for now.
Chunkies.
Look, do you what
is this why Warren and Malia didn't react when I saw them?
Now that you've heard that, it does start to make a little sense.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Adrian's starting to look a little bit more closed off.
That makes
sense. Kind of folds his arms.
Well,
now,
anyway, when I found the portal in the room, and it was shrinking, and I made the assertion that the people I was looking for had gone missing, and there was a portal to another dimension in the middle of their room, and so they were probably through that portal. And I also noticed that when I put things through that portal, it got a little bit bigger. My intention was to make the portal large enough so that I could go off and come back again without it disappearing. Obviously, I miscalculated the amount of stuff I needed to put in there. But you're telling... So, yeah, and when that happened, there was a loud bang, and I was here.
Now you see, that leaves me in a bit of a quandary. Because usually those holes, they close real quick. They scab over, and the whole reason I can't get out is those things close off. Now you're telling me you can open them up from your side.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened. I mean... I'm not very comfortable here. I kind of feel like you've kidnapped two kids I was looking after.
Yeah. See, that's a fair point to make. That's a fair and valid distinction. Only thing is, ain't no law around here apart from me.
Oh.
It's all well and good that y'all have made a nice little tunnel out of here, but I ain't leaving without her. I will tear a fucking hole through this place if that's what it takes. You can moralize all you like.
By her, do you mean the car or the very dimension that we're in?
As you say that, there is a rattle that comes from the car. The whole thing just kind of shakes like a massive chandelier. And Adrian just kind of steps over to it and runs his hands over the metalwork, shushing it almost. Shh, shh, it's okay, girl, it's okay. Now, y'all, I think you're gonna have to take a moment, cool your heads. Maybe we can all rationalize this, but I think it's time you had a little sit down. And he looks over to the road crew, who have stopped working on the car and are now just stood in a loose formation. A couple of them are holding wrenches, one's holding a screwdriver. And Adrian turns back to you, and you can now see that quite clearly all kind of attempt at benevolence has drained from his face.
I just look at him and go, so you're saying that you're the only law in this town? And that, everyone else here, no real long-term impact if they know shit?
No?
He's very threateningly looking at him. I say...
You want to see something, little lady?
Yeah?
Get him. And, yeah.
I trigger euphoria.
That's fair enough.
Can I pull out a gun?
It's like one character's like, I turn into a supernova, the other one is like, pull my piece.
I'm pretty sure I still have a gun. Can I roll to see if it's still there?
I would say that it's still there.
Alright, fucking sweet. I'm pulling out the gun then.
So... Actually,
I will. So I was gonna say, like, adopting a true form means you can get rid of contemplate the null.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should just replace that with remove any condition. Yeah. So describe to me what you're exactly transforming into.
I just, in an instant, my skin just disappears, and it's just, I'm just glowing white, and my arms just, fucking become just points, and I just look at him and I go, I will hurt everybody in this room.
I was going to say, just remove your bonus point of fake since you've shifted forms.
Yeah, that's fair.
And yeah, Vic, you just reach inside your jacket, pull out the 38 with 2 bullets in it, completely ignoring how maybe this is maybe a bit of a non sequitur given what else has just happened.
Well, look, I gotta defend myself somehow.
Oh yeah, no, I fucking love the idea of just this fucking amazing supernatural thing happening, and then just the junkie next to it going, ha ha, and pulling out a tiny little weapon. Yeah, ha ha, shoot ya.
Hell yeah.
I mean, are you reacting at all to the fact that Eirnin has just turned into a blazing humanoid? A human basically made of light.
At this rate, I'm not even fucking sure if I'm still in some sort of fucking coma. I mean, I believe more so that I'm stuck in this parallel dimension thing, but at the same time, you can never be too sure.
That's totally fair. Adrian just grins at you, and you now see the real malice when his mouth pulls back, and you see those canines. And he just kind of opens his arms in a conciliatory gesture and vanishes.
Do I have any moment of way of seeing what happens on the moment that he vanishes?
I will give you 2 options here. You can either focus on Adrian as he disappears, or you can attempt to deal with the road crew, which are going to be coming for you.
I guess I don't really have a choice. I turn to the road crew to start fucking people up.
Is there any chance I can try to figure out where Adrian is going or what he's doing? Or is that
sure.
outside of my power?
I mean, to be fair, he's real. He has a soul.
Ooh.
So you are at least attuned to that. So you might even be able to figure out where he's gone.
All right. You want me to roll?
Yeah, give me a plus strange.
All right. I have.
And give me add +1 to that because you have got medium.
So I have, and you said plus strange, or I have -1 strange, so that's.
In fact,
yeah. Okay, so it would just be 7 then, since the -1 and the +1 cancel it out.
I will be nice and not make contemplate the null trigger here.
Ooh.
Just because you're trying to track a living person, you're not actually diving into what makes the null.
Yeah.
Sorry, you about to say something, Peb?
Oh yeah, I was gonna do something very extreme because I think this is the quickest way to de-escalate the situation, and just point a fucking jet of like white hot flame directly at the edge of the car, singeing its paintwork, and just say to the crew, if you come any fucking closer.
That's totally fine. I will just say, Vic,
Yes.
you try and you are now realizing that sobriety is starting to kick in, and I will actually start activating your mark. So from now on, you're going to be having a -1 ongoing. You feel that you're sensing his soul, and it's a kind of hard to describe, like a rotten apple wrapped in velvet. Like, it has the shape and texture of something that is organic and processing positive emotions, but there is something fundamentally wrong around the kind of within it, and it leaves this almost bittersweet stench. And as he vanishes, you realize he's not gone anywhere. He's just stopped physically being there.
Oh.
His spirit, his essence, whatever you want to call it, is still in the marquee. And at a glance, you realise it's in the car.
Shit.
And
So I've incidentally threatened him.
yeah.
Without meaning to.
So Eirnin, you are. So give me plus fury.
Okay. Also, this is thermodynamic manipulation. Would be probably what I would call this.
Oh yeah, I'd say take a +1 on that as well then.
Okay, it's still a bad roll, but at least it's a 6, so it's partial success.
It's a 6.
Yeah.
Is that with all the bonuses intact?
Yes.
Then that's a failure.
Is it? I thought that was 6 was a partial success.
7 is a partial success. 6 is a miss. So taking holy fuck, you're at fucking 5 experience. Right,
6,
cool.
actually.
Well, at this point, mark that you can take an advance.
Yep.
You reach out your hand and focus it into fire, and you are suddenly acutely made aware of how you have nothing to pull from but yourself. You are literally burning your own essence, your own energy, in order to produce this. And something in the car takes it. You feel like it's sucking at you, drawing whatever energy you're able to put out into itself, as it occurs to you all too late. This place is devoid of real energy. Everything is simply animated. And you are effectively a battery.
I guess it's good.
Do I have time to react to this? Do I take damage?
I'm gonna say take a. Yeah, I'm gonna be a dick here and say take a moderate condition. You are drained.
Well, shit.
As you consciously feel that you are having to focus on staying together. And yeah, there is this kind of. I'm assuming you're going to try and pull back and stop it from. You're going to try and stop pouring your energy into this thing.
Yeah, I was just removing the stuff from the
yeah.
advances related to Essence because it's not a thing in the game anymore.
Of course, thank you.
Yes, obviously, I'm gonna recoil.
Yeah, you pull back, and there's a moment as the road crew hesitate, and then as one starts to step forward. And as you do so, Eddie just steps forward. Sorry, not Eddie. What am I thinking of? Oh, it is Eddie.
It is Eddie.
Eddie steps forward and just swings his baseball bat right at the head of one of the pit crew, and they just go down.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's kind of a like a hollow bonk,
Horny.
like a kind of. He's not the scout, I swear. And it's not so much that it falls down in pain, but he just knocks it so off balance it just topples over.
Okay, cool. Is there like a turn order here, or is it just?
I would say it's popcorn initiative. You have Warren and Amalia, who are still rigid in their seats. You have the Larkspur, which is just sitting there, emanating big dick energy. You have the pit crew, who are now advancing on Eddie. And yeah, you have at least the knowledge that whatever hole you made is probably still open.
True. I look over to Vic and I say, "Fight!"
Okay, sounds good.
Fight!
I'll put away my gun and then I guess I'll just start.
No, I
swinging.
meant to shoot them, you.
Hey, I only have 2
gunfight.
bullets. I gotta keep the 2 bullets in case I need to kill myself to get out of here.
In case the first one misses.
In case the first one, hey man, I only got 2 bullets, man.
I need to double tap myself just to be sure.
So I guess
that's-
I'll roll. I guess I'll roll for the success of trying to beat this shit out of someone.
Yeah, I'd say just roll plus fury.
Let's see, roll plus fear. Oof, I have 3. 3 overall. It was 2, but plus 1.
Fuck me gently. Okay, mark experience. You can now make an advance as well. How is the? There is always a session like this in PBTA systems where no one can roll well.
Oof.
And it just ends up being bad. Oh God Almighty, you poor fuckers. So yeah, Vic, you just go in there, swing a right hook, and it occurs to you just at the last moment that maybe all that heroin has done something to your muscle mass, as you just sort of slap one of them. Its kind of head kind of knocks slightly to the side, it looks back at you, and then just swings a wrench into your chest. Just knocking the wind out of you.
Can I try to get up and swing one more time?
I'm gonna say that this is kind of you fucked up hard enough. You did not even manage to inflict enough damage on them. I'm going to now give you a moderate condition.
Oh jeez.
Which is broken rib.
Oof.
Eirnin, what are you up to?
I guess I'm fighting. Actually, can I get in front of the kids?
I mean, yeah, basically, if the car is in the centre of this marquee, you've got the pit crew and you guys to the right of it, and then on the left-hand side is where the kids and Adrian were.
Do I see any of them? Are they all coming for us, or are they going for the kids as well?
They are literally just going for you.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna start fighting. Which is at a -2, right?
I'm afraid yes, because you have drained. If you want to use your powers, that's going to be a -2.
But like, I mean, I don't know, how can I not use my powers? I don't understand how that would work with my character.
So if you are explicitly trying to do Jinn stuff and fire elements,
I'm literally on fire. It's kind of hard to.
if I will say this, if you are willing to downgrade and reduce yourself to a more mortal, low maintenance form, and just like grab a weapon, you wouldn't have to worry about that condition.
I guess, is there a wrench nearby?
I mean, it's a tool. It's a engineering pit. There's tools fucking everywhere.
Okay, I sort of. I don't change forms because that takes too much energy, but I just pick up a wrench and just go and try and clobber one of them.
I love the idea of just fire elemental goes, fuck the fire, here, yeet!
Oh no! I just throw one as hard as I can, just straight into the forehead of one of
Alright,
because I have and do you know what that gives me? Exceptional motor skills.
I'll say you've learned baseball pitches from watching TV. So yeah, give me plus fury and add an extra 1 to that.
Yeah, I know how to maximise that character's bullshit. Oh hell yeah, that's a 13, my boy.
All right, yeah, you fastball special. Is that a wrench?
Yeah, just.
Yeah, you fucking speedball a wrench right into the face of the one that just hit Vic. You knock him over, and you also knock one behind it over as well, as they just kind of topple into each other like bowling pins.
How many are we fighting?
There's about half a dozen of them. The ones that are knocked down are like really having a hard time getting back up.
Okay.
But yeah, you've kind of made a bit of breathing room for Vic and yourself, as the others are kind of having to. The ones that are still standing. So the other thing with PBTA is I can make them attack you as a consequence, but I'm not going to actually give them initiative.
Oh.
So if you were to say try and go and grab the kids, or run out of the tent, or attack the car, if you were to fail or have a consequence to a move, that would allow them to attack you.
Okay, I guess it's Vic's turn to do. Actually, no, it's what's his name?
I mean, yeah, Eddie can keep going
yeah.
if you want to let Eddie just keep doing his thing.
Eddie can keep going. I believe in Eddie.
Can I try to swing one more time as well?
What was that, Vic?
Can I try to swing one more time as well, just because I feel like
you're gonna take a -2 on this because you got that broken rib.
All right, okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it one more time. All right, I'll try to get back in the fight again. Let's see. I get a 6.
Is that including? So is that including? So you
no, that's overall.
Fury.
That's.
So you add +1 for your fury and then -2 for the moderate condition.
So that would mean if I get 6 plus.
What's your fury?
I have
his fury is +1,
fury.
but that would be negated by the fact that he's got his mark as well.
And then there's also the rib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you are.
Yeah.
So take another experience. You've got to be at like 6 now, Master.
Yeah, we're both at 6.
Damn.
Just astonishing. You swing, and yeah, there's just a searing bolt of pain that passes through your side as you overextend, and that broken rib just grinds against itself inside your chest.
Oh.
It's like the most acute pain you've felt in quite some time. And while the pit crew that you swing at isn't able to retaliate, as you swing, you kind of force Eddie to step out of the way, and Eddie steps straight into the path of another one of the pit crew, who sticks him in the shoulder with a screwdriver.
Oh, jeez.
And yeah, the kid just screams in confusion and pain as he staggers back with this screwdriver stuck out of him.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna fastball a second wrench or whatever object you say is nearby at the guy that just stabbed Eddie. I'm just sitting in the back, just loving shit.
just picking things up, throwing them. Kitchen sink, passing small dog, just anything you can get your hands on.
Oh,
no, actually, I'll just run in and clobber them as hard as I can.
That's fair enough.
So is that mine? Is that no? Okay, roll again. That's a 7. Is that +1 on this or no? That's +1 for fury, so 8.
Yeah.
And is that a +1 for anything else, or would you say they're not relevant to me punching someone?
I would say not relevant to anything else.
Did you say I had 6
so
experience?
that would be
or
an 8 overall.
What did you say, Vic?
Did you say I had 6 experience, or am I?
You've got 6 experience now, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, so you go... Alright, yeah, so, right, I'm gonna say this. Here's an ugly choice. You steam in there. Either you can take a hit as a consequence to this, or the road crew can grab Eddie.
I'll take a hit.
That's fair enough.
I don't know what a hit would do against me, but I'm sure.
So you'll get a minor condition.
Okay.
You steam in there. You just fucking clean the clock of another one of them. as you go in, they just kind of swing a ball-peen hammer roughly into your cheek, or the facsimile of what your cheek would be. And normally physical objects wouldn't hurt you in this form, but the fact that they're not made of any matter you've ever understood, it feels like it's just forcing a void into the side of your face.
Ow.
And it's a horrible feeling. And I'm going to give you the minor condition at null burn, as there is now kind of a slightly sizzling patch of
When is this relevant?
darkened.
Is this whenever I take damage now, or?
So essentially, stuff like null burn and stuff like contemplate the null will go the minute you leave the tent. And if you take some action to actively get rid of or ameliorate the moderate condition, that can just go away with a roll. But you need to be kind of safe.
Yep. Okay, so I'm... I guess it's now Vic's go.
Can I potentially... Do you think it's a good idea if I were to take the screwdriver out of Eddie's shoulder and then stab the person who just...
I wouldn't pull the screwdriver out of it.
Who just hit Aaron with a ball-peen hammer?
But it's probably not a good idea to pull... never mind.
I don't. Do you think it's a good idea, or do you think I should just hold back?
I know.
I mean,
think
I would say one thing, which is this is not explicitly a combat section, and the other people are at stake.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll hold back and hold my ribs and pray to God then. For a bit.
Okay.
Like I said, there is...
Can you try and rescue the kids, maybe?
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
I'll rescue the kids then. That'll probably be the better decision.
Okay, cool.
Right,
are you going to actually try and talk them into going with you, or are you just going to try and just bundle them up?
Oh no, I'm just gonna bundle them up and
drag
fucking duck and cover, run away.
You know what? I'm going to be nice here, and I'm going to say that because you are doing something genuinely something that could pass for a poor lighter's altruism, you can roll with plus real on this.
Ooh. Okay.
So it's basically going to be a wash. Your broken rib's still going to counteract it, but there's not going to be any no minus. You're just going to get a flat roll.
Okay, then I have 9, and you said plus real.
No pluses, because it will just be whatever you roll. Because it's plus
Okay,
real,
yeah,
but
then it's
-1 for
9.
What about
Awesome.
the marked? What about one? Isn't there also -1 for the marked?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, but that would reduce it to an 8, so it's still fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can run in. I will. So yeah, you run towards the kids, and you're just gonna kind of just fucking frog march them the fuck out of there. As you run up to them, you can quite clearly see they are scared out of their fucking minds. They are just not able to convey it properly. Something just seems to be bottling them up.
Oh god, don't worry, kids. I know exactly how that feels. I shoot heroin.
And I will say this: you can get these kids out through the other side of the marquee right now.
Okay.
But you'll be separated from the others. Or you can take a risk and go back the way you came, past the road crew, past Eirnin and Eddie. But you'll be kind of dragging these kids through the melee.
You know what? I'm gonna rely on my co-op partner here. What do you think? Okay, well, that helps. Well, since I am...
I remember eating guacamole, I don't know.
Since I am all sorts of fucked up with my fucking rib cage, I don't want to fucking go back through the melee, so I guess separate.
Yeah.
So you're just going to put...
Yeah. When there's no clear choice, roleplay options normally the best.
Yeah, I'll just go with just fucking run away because I don't feel like getting my rib cage broken again.
That's fair enough. So yeah, you just grab the kids, point yourselves at kind of a loose flap at the other side of the marquee, which probably wasn't supposed to be an exit, but it hasn't been properly stitched up, so you can just push them through, and shunt you and them back out into the faux sunlight of Kalipe. And your minor condition has now gone, now that you've exited that scene.
Nice.
Back in the marquee, where people are getting fucked up left, right, and centre. Eirnin, what's up?
How close? Oh, I guess I got smacked in the face, so pretty close.
Yeah, you and Eddie are pretty much like toe to toe with the last I think at this point just one.
No,
Still
there's
standing.
two.
Oh,
There's
two
two
more.
left.
Yeah. Two still standing pit crew. The others are sort of just loosely flopping around on the floor.
Okay, I am just gonna go for the one nearest to me, try and grapple his head and just crack his face off my knee.
Fucking Tybo. Or something like that. Yeah, if you want to give me a...
Plus
give me
fury?
another fury.
Yeah. Oh, that's a...
I will say...
That's
I will say the null burn's going to take into account here.
So it's a 10.
Oh, 10's still fine. Yeah, you pretty handily, like, you although you know you can't necessarily like project the energy that you would normally do to create fire and things like that, you still know how to fuck a motherfucker up if required. Yeah, you recall Busey just schooling you through a couple of the basic self-defense techniques she picked up, and you stop yourself short of sticking a thumb in an eye socket, but you're very much like cracking this guy's nose right into your kneecap, and they just topple over. Not even clutching their face, despite the fact that their nose is kind of crumpled in. And
I go and I turn around, Eddie, you okay?
There's just kind of a punk as the last one goes backwards over the top of the larkspur, and Eddie is just kind of clutching at the screwdriver still stuck in his shoulder. Yeah,
let's get out of
fucking
here.
Peachy! The fuck was that? Why did your fucking sex offender friend run away with the kids?
Are you not going to question the fact that I'm on fire? Look, a lot of things is going on right
I
right
went
now.
back in fucking time. What kind of dark brown bullshit do you think I'm not ready for right now?
And I literally just grab him and pull him out of the tent.
Yeah, you can.
So,
and so,
once we're
yeah.
outside, do I lose the null
Yeah,
burn?
null burn
But
goes.
not the drained.
So yeah, minor conditions go once you've changed scene. Moderate conditions require time, space, and a means to heal. Major conditions you will need to kind of get rid of at the end of a session. And that's if you can actually find a way
Okay, so
to do
I
so.
am gonna... I'm gonna
So, yeah.
look around and take stock, see if there's anything dangerous in the near proximity.
I mean,
Come
it's pretty easy for you to notice, and to be fair, Vic, you notice this as well. As you head out of the tent, everyone stopped moving. Everyone's looking at you.
Fuck.
And could you both give me another plus strange?
I will give you a 9.
That's an 11.
Let's see, 9
That's-
overall plus strain. No, that'd be minus, so that'd be an 8.
That's still totally fine. We're still within limit. So, Ernie
I
got
got
a
an 11.
You got an 11. Good stuff. So yeah, Vic, you are very much aware that everyone around you has kind of stopped, but they're not the same kind of. It takes you a moment, and then you kind of realize the pit crew all looked fucking identical. They were probably facsimiles. They were constructs. Everyone here looks kind of like the kids did. Like they're holding in an emotion that they can't properly convey. And their eyes are kind of pleading, almost, at you. Eirnin, you see that, and with your mind's eye, with your attunement to the way that things flow and the way that things should be, you feel something else, another presence aware of you. And slowly, painfully, your attention is drawn up into the sky, to the sun. And as you stare, the sun gradually shifts in shape, turning into a great, baleful, burning eye.